Ladies and gentlemen, next we have some heavyweight action. Please welcome in from Grantham, Miles Willington.
Miles Willington, 28 years of age. He has 1 victory, 9 losses. There's 1 victory coming against Jamie Anderson. Nice selection of music coming into What a Wonderful World. He'll be hoping for a wonderful fight.
Hopefully.
And please welcome his opponent from Dagenham, Robin Dupre.
Robin Dupre, 14 victories, 2 defeats in his 16 bouts. 32 years of age, from Dagenham in Essex. Was born in Newham in London. Coming into Rockin' Robin. His last victory was here in York Hall in Bethnal Green against Colin Butch Goldhawk.
For 3-minute rounds, introducing in the blue corner, wearing the blue and white shorts. With a record, or in his 11th professional contest, from Grantham, Miles Willington. And his opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing the black shorts, with a record of 14 victories and just 2 defeats from 16 professional contests, from Dagenham, Robin Dupre. Your referee, Mark Bates from Hawley, your timekeeper, Stephen Bucci. This is a heavyweight contest of 4 3-minute rounds. Seconds out, round 1.
Heavyweight action now between Robin Dupre in the black trunks up against Miles Willington in the blue.
Heavy duty.
Miles Willington, 1 punch Willington. That's what he's got on his trunks. But he's only had 1 victory in his professional career so far, 9 losses. Robin Dupre with 14 victories, only 2 losses. And it's Dupre who's getting stuck into Willington in this first round. They may not move as fast, but they certainly hit.
They certainly hit hard, yeah. And in the heavyweight division, 1 punch can change everything.
Yes, it can knock you into the middle of next week.
Maybe the week after.
Yes, I guess it's never more a truer word said than if you get knocked out in the heavyweight, when you wake up, your clothes will be back in fashion.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Willington's definitely got the height and reach in this one.
However, Robin Dupre looks slightly more confident. Looks like he has a bit more ability. Confident fighter is a dangerous fighter. However, as his name says, 1 punch can knock that confidence right out of him.
And one thing Dupre won't want to do is, if he gets in tight, and allow Willington to offload some big punches into his torso, because they're going to hurt.
A lot.
Willington just got his glove up in time. There's that one come around from Dupre. Ooh, Dupre getting up inside with the uppercut. And again. Oh, and now Willington comes back with a massive left. Sprung like a cat then, Willington. Out of nowhere, that's the quickest he's moved all night. Just reinforcing what you were saying earlier on about the fact that Dupre's got to be careful.
Most definitely, one punch can change it all.
Bit of a flurry to end that first round.
If Dupre can keep up the pace, he should be okay. If he slows down, it could be a long night for him.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 2.
Second round underway. Dupre probably just edged that first round, but very close between he and Willington. And it's always going to be fine margins. Dupre again stepping in, and Willington countering with a big left.
Both guys look very fleshy, and body shots will be good against each other.
Landing them is proving to be a bit of an issue at the moment, though.
Yeah, Dupre seems to have more varied shots, but for one punch, I doubt he'd be able to land any of them anytime sooner. He's a big, strong heavyweight, you know, has the arm length, has the height. If he has more confidence in his ability, he'd actually be a better fighter.
From Willington's point of view, I guess, as well, being the heavyweight, well, you're a heavyweight, so trimming down and losing weight, get a bit more speed and maybe lose his punching power, might not be he wants to do.
Definitely.
Although, when you've got 9 losses, maybe things need to change. You want to change your luck, change your fortune.
At some point, yeah. I mean, 9 is better than 107.
This is true. But that then becomes the life, doesn't it, of a journeyman boxer. Almost being fodder at times.
Yeah, and unfortunately, journeymen are a part of the sport and will always be. But however, you do get some journeymen who do come through the ranks and make it big. You know, it's like Sam Eggington, who became British champion and did quite well for himself. So it does happen occasionally, but generally, journeymen will always be journeymen.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 3.
From Dupre's point of view, he's definitely the quicker, the more agile. He's been the more active. Tactically, more of the same.
More of the same, yeah. More of the same. I think if he can continue what he's doing, he should have a comfortable win here tonight. However, Willington is landing and sinking in some heavy body shots. It's just the consistency of the body shot isn't enough to keep Willington off, to keep Dupre off of him.
And when you look at these two fighters and you look at them in terms of their fitness, you'd say, well, Dupre by far the fitter, only because the fact he's the one who's making all the running, he's the one moving around the ring. Willington quite happy just to let him do that, pick his moments. But he's certainly not going chasing after.
No,
Dupre.
definitely. Wellington seems to be fighting in spurts. And with any other opponent who would let that happen, would have an easier night, but Dupre likes to fight consistently and not in spurts, so it's just never going to work out in that sense.
Willington just taking the moment to catch his breath again, build up, get ready to go. Interesting. Willington deciding to let the hands down, enticing Dupre in. Get the feeling every now and again Dupre stings Willington a little bit, and he's like, oh, he goes, decides to come out of his shell and go after Dupre.
Most definitely. As I say, he likes to fight in spurts. If he was to do that a little bit more consistently, he'd be able to steal the rounds, and or at least make the rounds competitive.
Well, that's a good effort then from Dupre. Willington trying to avoid the flurry of blows. Once again, as you see with all these pro fights, wonderful sporting spirit. As soon as that bell went, there was a look and a smile for both boxers to each other, say well done, and back to their corners they go.
Most definitely. I think boxing is the only sport where you can punch holes in each other and go for a drink afterwards.
Completely agree. The only other one would be the team sport, that'd be rugby and rugby league. But that's and it's classic, isn't it? It's those sports where all of the violence, for want of a better word, is happening over the line.
Most definitely.
Not the other side of it.
Most definitely.
And there is great respect for each other.
Ten seconds, corners. Seconds out, fourth and final round.
It's the last round. 3 minutes to see how this one is going to end up. We've had 3 very interesting rounds so far. Dupre, certainly the boxer who's been trying to take the fight to Willington. Willington's been happy for him to do that, looking to get his shots in as and when. And as you already pointed out, Philip, Willington fighting in spurts.
Most definitely. All he needs is a little bit more consistency. Just a little bit more. And I think that consistency will give him confidence. He just needs to find the consistency to get the confidence. Good shots from Willington right there.
Dupre getting a couple in on the ear of Willington. He got one in just under the elbow as well to the left side, so starting to make the shots count. That one definitely was felt. Say a little left, it wasn't, it was a huge left.
Huge
Willington.
left.
Oh, that was nasty. Willington got right in onto Dupre. Dupre hanging on to Willington for a moment. Another decent little right into the ribs of Dupre from Willington.
Zapping the energy out of Dupre, slowing him down bit by bit.
Just wonder whether or not it's too little too late from Willington. Maybe he could have done a little bit more of that in the opening 3 rounds.
Definitely. If Wellington's finished the fight the way he started it, or started the fight the way he finished it, he could be in a better position.
Last big effort from these two big fighters as this round is reaching its conclusion and the fight is coming to an end. Dupre trying to come over the top, that one not troubling Willington. Snuck through a little left then. More of a glancing blow. The fight comes to an end. Dupre probably done enough.
Most likely, most likely. Willington had some good spots, just didn't do enough to win tonight.
Over to the announcer for the outcome of this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robin Dupre is dedicating his fight this evening to Nigel Carroll from Ring Boxing Club, who sadly passed away recently, and has all our respects. After 4 rounds of heavyweight action, referee Bates scores the contest 40 points to 36 points to your winner from Dagenham, Robin Dupre.
Robin Dupre gets the victory 40 to 36. It was an interesting bout, one in which Willington had chances, didn't take them. Dupre it was who made most of the running and got his reward, which was the victory.